From NBC News World Headquarters in New York, this is NBC Nightly News with Brian Williams.
And even as the job picture brightened a bit today for African Americans, these are extremely tough times, as black workers face the combination of a much higher unemployment rate. It's 9.3% for whites compared to 15.6% for blacks, and a much tighter job market for blue and white-collar jobs. NBC's Ron Allen looks at what's behind these numbers.
At this job fair in New York, the statistics say it will be tougher for the unemployed African Americans to find work.
Okay, so let me give you my card. Yeah.
Sharette Smith, a lawyer, wonders if race limits her chances.
It's not something that you can specifically put your finger on and definitively say that that's what's going on, partly because it's not politically correct to do that, and partly because it's very subtle.
They struggle with the persistent reality of higher unemployment rates for blacks than whites. The reasons, analysts say, are because the economy has lost many jobs black workers traditionally hold. Lower wage positions in urban areas, in manufacturing and retail. And during this recession, the gap has also widened further up the ladder between workers with college degrees, which some argue is not just an economic problem.
There are multiple factors, but I think even among the college-educated, the issue of discrimination probably plays some role.
To measure that, researchers have tested employers by sending exact resumes from applicants with different sounding names.
The Emily and Greg resumes get 50% more positive responses than the Lakeisha and Jamal resumes.
Labor experts say that bias remains a sensitive issue with no easy answers, one that many employers and those looking for work try to avoid, while trying to focus on what seems to help narrow the employment gap. For example, many minority professionals lack networks of friends and colleagues that often provide leads about jobs and opportunities. This nonprofit tries to build those connections.
What we focus on is providing that access and opportunities to companies, to senior individuals and senior leaders.
Hi, how are you? I'm Andre McNair.
Back at the job fair, Andre McNair, a former pharmaceutical industry manager, says things are still tough.
I have to agree with our president. Sometimes it has to get a little worse before it gets better.
An economic story that can be told in numbers and colors across the country. Ron Allen, NBC News, New York.
There is a verdict tonight for Amanda Knox.